Um, this, this YouTuber, well, she's a Tumblr user too, and we've been going at it all fucking day. Her, username on YouTube is CinderKilla0, and her Tumblr username is We Are As Wolves. I watched this video once all the way through, and I called her out on her bullshit, hence why we've been going through this argument all day. I rewatched it. I got 2:45 into it, and then I stopped it. She challenges the list, about not really the validity of it. I guess that's not a good term, but essentially not fully. She doesn't look at what we source, but she pretty much says that it's nothing but rumors and lies. Okay, well, there's shit straight from his mouth and him being serious. But the reason why I paused at 2:45, well, she goes on to go through the first section, which is rape, sexual harassment, and his relationships. So Onision's relationships. The reason why I stopped at 2:45 was because of she stopped at 0.5, which is, it's not his video where he he's a rape apologist about the whole being drunk and being raped. And his quote, "It's not really rape if you're drunk." Again, I cannot stress this enough, and I know I've gone through this a fucking shitload. Probably, on the blog. I've gone through this a lot. Because I've gone through rape, and it's not fun, and it's not anything I would wish upon anyone. There are certain types of rape, but none are better or worse. They're all rape. It's not like a fucking contest. There's either, but rape is not a spectrum. It's either rape or it's not rape. It's consensual. Consensual sex is consensual. You have an enthusiastic, willing yes from your partner about whatever it is, and if at any time they're not comfortable with whatever it is you're doing, they have the right to say no, and then you immediately stop. Once they say no, you immediately stop. Or if you have a safe word enacted, they say the safe word, you immediately stop. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, or oh, I need to finish. No, you need to stop. Consensual sex is about knowing when you need to knock it off, when your partner says no, and being willing in having that yes, that enthusiastic yes, I want to do this. Rape is everything else, pretty much. Coercion, persuasion, being tied up, drunk, doesn't matter. I mean, there's a bunch I'm missing. Essentially, all that shit is rape. If there's no, and you continue going, that's rape. That is all rape. This is not, consensual sex is not rape. There's no between. It's either you're having consensual sex or it's rape. There's no spectrum. The fact that she goes to say, this is before his shitty ass warning. A warning, I might add, is fucking ridiculous. His warning, I should say. Not warnings in general. I understand trigger warnings are there to prevent people from being triggered. The whole, you put those up for, if you're gonna talk about rape or, sexual assault or, sensitive topics like self-harm and stuff like that. if you put trigger warnings up for that, or you let people know, hey, this content is in this video, and it's talked about, or it's shown, or whatever. This is the content in the video, and there are more popular YouTubers who probably update every day, and if their content has sensitive material, and she brought this up in a post, because apparently, because he uploads every day, he can't put a specific warning, even though his warning is very vague, and it essentially boils down to, if you're sensitive to offensive humor, you probably shouldn't watch, or some shit. I don't remember the exact wording, but it's like that. There are more popular YouTubers who upload every day, or less popular YouTubers who upload every day, every other day, or maybe 2, 3, 4 times a day, who put warnings either in the description or before the video. One such case is Game Grumps. Somebody said that I think they made a comment about rape, or joked about it or something. A user commented about, like, hey, this is a sensitive subject, maybe you should probably put a trigger warning up. Aaron and Danny, I think it was just them on the Game Grumps. I don't think it was Steam Train. They were sports about it. They were real nice. They said, okay, no problem. And I don't know if they went back through the old videos, but I know since then, I'm fairly certain, I haven't watched any of the new stuff, I'm fairly certain that they put warnings either in the video or in the description of, like, sensitive subjects that they're going to talk about, they talk about in the video, which is really nice of them. I appreciate that. And they upload almost every day too. Like, this whole, he can't possibly do a trigger warning in front of his videos because he uploads every day. No, that's not a fucking excuse. His warnings are an excuse to let him get away with being an asshole, but it's not a fucking excuse for him not to put trigger warnings up. But, oh no, because people are sensitive babies, because offensive humor, fucking course. But no, his warnings boil down to, if you're sensitive, you shouldn't watch offensive humor. Which is essentially, is a more extreme example. I warn you, I'm going to punch you in the face, you shouldn't be surprised. That is technically a warning. That is a warning similar to Onision's. Or, you shouldn't be surprised if you wake up one morning and all your stuff is gone because I'm warning you now, I'm going to break into your house and steal all your stuff. Those are absurd examples, but there's the warning, which it's a shitty warning, but there's still a warning. So technically I should be exempt for what I say, if we're going by Onision's logic, which is fucking absurd, but that's aside the point. A more logical argument would be, I'm not racist, but racist comment. Or, I'm not homophobic, but homophobic comment. Or, I'm not sexist, but sexist comment. Like, you see how that logic just doesn't fucking make any sense. Like, you're essentially excusing your actions because you put a shitty warning in front of what you said. I got some things I need to say to you. But no, it's just, it's a way for him to get, like, excuse his action. Those are those warnings. But aside from that, she goes on to say he puts warnings in front of his videos. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Which is another fucking tired excuse, but I'm not gonna get into that in this video. The fact that he puts warnings in front of his new videos, which is not, it's a new thing. Within the last month or two, it's a new thing. The fact that he puts warnings in front of his videos means nothing. Just because you put a warning in front of something doesn't mean jack shit, especially those types of warnings. But the fact that she said that it's not really rape if you're drunk is a joke pisses me off. Aside from going through that shit, she excuses his behavior, and a lot of bananas excuse his behavior because it's just a joke, and you shouldn't get butthurt about it. Like, no, it's not a fucking joke. This shit is not a joke. When you make someone the butt of the joke, especially if they're a victim of something, say rape or abuse or something else, or their mental illness. I know he makes people the butt of the joke who have mental illness. I know he's made people who are minorities the butt of the joke. Like, this shit is not okay. You can't just, oh, but it's just a joke, so you should lighten up. No, fuck you. Fuck that shit. What I've been through is not a fucking joke. What other people have been through is not a fucking joke. My identity is not a fucking joke, because I know he makes the people the butt of the joke who are trans or non-binary or other sexualities. Like, no, who I fucking am is not a fucking joke. Like, it just bothers me that he thinks that this is all okay, and that you bananas normalize this. It pisses me off. I know, Eli, and I probably butchered your name, and I'm really sorry. But I know he made a video about this earlier, but I kind of figured I would go in a different direction. This shit is not a joke. Like, mental illness is not a joke. Disabilities are not a joke. Rape is not a fucking joke. People's genders are not a joke. People's sexualities are not a joke. People's races are not a joke. It doesn't matter. None of that is a fucking joke. Like, I don't understand this it's a joke mentality. It pisses me off, and I really don't like it. Let's just, he's said in a serious tone that certain people should go kill themselves. Wait, hold on. It pisses me off. Like, he's said in serious tones that people should go kill themselves. And if I can figure out where, if it doesn't, it froze. Yeah, he said in a serious tone for specific people to go kill themselves. Like, that is not okay. And if you decide that, oh, no, that is okay, fuck you. Because, like, just getting over being told to kill yourself because of your sexuality, your gender, your race, your religion, any of that shit, that's not fucking okay. Like, he's told his haters and his fans to go kill themselves because they rubbed him the wrong way. He's told people on his forum to go kill themselves. He's essentially told people to go kill themselves because they got upset. Admittedly, there is a valid reason why people get upset as to someone else telling them to go kill themselves. But he got upset and told someone to go kill themselves because they got upset because he was telling people to go kill themselves, which is completely valid. I don't understand why he got so fucking pissed off about this and threw a temper tantrum. And it was like he just kept using like memes after that about, oh, you're offended, go kill yourself, or some shit. Like, you don't fucking do that, you asswipe. And he does this a lot. He tries to invalidate someone's feelings by either telling them to go kill themselves, or belittling them, or making them the butt of the joke, or embarrassing them publicly, in front of all the rest of the bananas. Because he's done this with other fans. And that's fucking disgusting. But the fact that he's done this shit, and, like, a lot of his fans were like, oh yeah, that's so funny. No, it's not fucking funny. Like, I just want to rage flip a table. It's not okay. This behavior of Greg's is not okay. Telling someone to go kill themselves, or invalidating their feelings, or belittling them, or making them the butt of the joke is not fucking okay. Like, I don't... And letting him get away with this shit pisses me off. It's not okay. This behavior... People get told to kill themselves over gender, sexuality, race, etc. all the time. And it's just disgusting. And I've both heard this, even over looks. I've both heard this on and offline. And it's a deplorable thing that people do. And I just fucking, I hate it. It's such a disgusting thing. And I've heard it online from the Bananas, in fact. Who, some of which told me to go kill myself because I called their shit out. Or I called them out because they didn't want to do research or whatever on Greg. And I called them out and told them, look, straight up, this is what Greg does. This is the kind of shit that is not okay behavior. Maybe you should reevaluate you liking Greg. Straight up. And then they well, maybe not straight up. But essentially, that's what I've done. I've gotten a little nicer about it over the course of a year, actually. But the same, it still applies. The fact that I'm trying to tell people, look, Greg's not a fucking good guy. He's a piece of shit. You should still reevaluate you liking him. And I get told by, not often, but often enough where it pisses me off. I get told by Bananas every so often that I should go kill myself. And one instance was essentially I should go drink bleach, which is fucking not okay behavior. You should not be telling people. It is illegal to tell someone to go kill themselves because it's a federal fucking offense. And you can get, like, what was it, 10 years jail time and, like a $25,000 fine of some shit. Yeah, like, fucking really think hard before you tell someone to go kill themselves. Like, that's not okay behavior. No normal fucking person with any empathy tells someone else to go kill themselves. Like, that's not okay. And the fact that, like, people like, what, We Are the Wolves or whatever the fuck her username is. We Are As Wolves. I'm sorry. I was close. The people like We Are As Wolves and the other fucking Bananas on the tag who pissed me off. Just ignore the fact that he's a shitty person and normalize his behavior. Like saying, oh no, it's okay, Greg, you can still be offensive because you have that warning there. They're just a bunch of haters. Or some other fucking bullshit. No, it's not okay. This behavior is not what normal people with empathy. It doesn't matter. Like, this is not okay behavior. Nobody acts like this, except for fucking you people. You normalize this. You let him get away with this shit. And it's just deplorable. I don't understand this logic. I really don't. I just don't understand. Like, I really don't. And I have tried to understand this. I really have. But the fact that you guys let him get away with telling people to kill themselves, and then you go and tell other people to go kill themselves, or let him get away with being a transphobe by saying, oh, well, if your ID is male, you should have a penis. If not, you're still a female. Like, that's not okay things to say. Or putting on blackface. Or any of the other shit he does. That is not okay. This is shit that is just, no. He needs to stop this. It's not okay to do this. Like, he shits on people all the time. He belittles his audience. And you people let him get away with this because he uses his charisma very poorly, might I add. He uses his charisma to win you over. He's got like this personally, I think he's ugly as sin. But he uses his looks and makes you think that he's a teen or close enough to a teenager to entice you to get you guys to watch him. Even though he's almost 30. Next year he'll be 30, which is really fucking terrifying. He gets you, like, he looks all nice and innocent, and he gets you to, hey, come here, come watch my videos. And you get enamored by his looks and his funny guy charade, which is a fucking crock, but that's, and he uses psychological manipulation, and it's disgusting. I fucking hate it. He charms you, and then when you speak out against him, he pretty much says, oh, well, you're not a true fan. If you're gonna speak out against me, you're not a true fan. Like, people don't fucking do that. Like, that's manipulation. Like, you don't do that. To get your audience to like you, you don't say, oh, well, my fans wouldn't do that. Like, unless you're talking about not doing deplorable behavior. Okay, fine. But my fans wouldn't call out my actions. No, they're loyal fans. They let me get away with shit. No, fuck that. That's not okay. You shouldn't be letting him get away with being a douchebag, being an abuser, being a rape apologist, being sexist, being racist, homophobic, transphobic, biphobic, fucking, this is shitting on people who eat meat, shitting on religions, like, all that shit. Body shaming, slut shaming, like, that behavior is not okay. And the fact that Bananas let him get away with that is disgusting. The fact that you just like, we are as wolves, say it's just a joke because of this rape apologetic bullshit is fucking deplorable, and I hate it. Like, it's not okay. Too many people about it as a joke. It's not okay to go tell people to kill themselves. It's not okay for any of this behavior. Like, I don't understand how hard that is to understand. This is not okay behavior. Like, flat out, plain and simple, this is not okay behavior. Any other person would tell you that this is not okay behavior. And I don't know what else we would have to say to you, Bananas, to let you know that this is not okay behavior. That saying my experience going through rape is funny. Or some shit. Like, that's not funny. Like, him saying my experience of being non-binary or pansexual or going through rape or potentially having mental illness or going through eating disorders, he thinks that shit is funny, and it's fucking not. His funny jokes are making people the butt of the joke, and that's not okay. That's not funny. That's just disgusting. And I don't know how else to explain this. Having gone through this shit, you would think, some of y'all would have some sort of empathy, but apparently not. And you just brush it off as a joke because it's a joke. Yeah, okay. This turned out a lot longer than I wanted it to, but whatever. I tried. Again, like, it's not that hard. Have a little empathy. Just a little. You don't need fucking much. Just a little empathy. And actually realize that the things he says are toxic. The things he does are very vile things. The fact that he thinks this shit is fucking hilarious. It's just disgusting. Like, the fact that you, bananas, let him get away with this stuff. And just excuse it as comedy, or, that it's a joke or some shit. Like, it's not a reason, that's an excuse. Like, I don't know how else to put it. That's using an excuse to let him get away with shit. That's not okay. You fucking wouldn't let your friends sit there and talk shit about you. You wouldn't let strangers talk shit about you. Like, I don't understand why you would let Onision, fucking king of shit here. I don't understand why you would let him get away with this shit and not anyone else. Like, you don't see any red flags. The fact that there's a huge list and so many blogs against him, most of which don't post in the tag, by the way. So many blogs against him, and that huge ass list, like, that doesn't set off any red flags at all. I don't know. It's... Fuck this. I'm going back to eat my goddamn Oreos that I got earlier. Whatever. Like, none of this is gonna sink in with most of you bananas, so I don't know why the fuck I'm trying. But, you know, if I get through to one person, I'm gonna fucking be happy. Like, that's all it takes. Like, this shit, like, this is not okay. I don't know. Whatever. Alright, I'm gonna go eat my Oreos. Fuck this.